is doing something crazy. They're giving a lot of their AI photo editing features away for free now. Yes, well, starting May 15th. But listen to this. So we've had the opportunity to use Magic Eraser for people who had like the Google One subscription. But this is going to be a bigger expansion, and it's going to be available to basically anybody on Android or iOS that meets the basic requirements, which I'll get to that, so hang on to that in a minute. But yeah, they announced that starting May 15th, it's going to start rolling out then. It may take a couple of weeks for everybody to get access to it, but for anyone who uses Google Photos, you'll be able to use Magic Editor, you'll be able to use Photo Unblur, and there's a whole list here. Let me read through the list. So you're going to have access to Magic Eraser, Photo Unblur, Sky Suggestions, Color Pop, HDR effect for photos and videos, Portrait Blur, Portrait Light, which allows you to add like a light source, and then Cinematic Photos. So, and Styles and Collage Editor and Video Effects. So all that is coming to basically anybody that uses Google Photos. Now, the requirements I was talking about, the minimum requirements you have to have are Chrome OS version 118 plus, or have at least 3 gigs of RAM. On mobile, the device must be running Android 8.0 or higher, or iOS 15 higher. So the requirements are pretty low. And the reason they get away with this is because most of this AI stuff is done on server side. But yeah, you'll have all those different cool things that you can use on your phones. And this is funny because, you know, these are pretty much Pixel exclusive features. So I never would have guessed that they would have done this. I said that they were crazy when they gave Magic Eraser to a lot of people who wanted to pay and use a Google One subscription. But at least you could pay, right? That was a paid service. That was a way for Google to get some of that money back. But it's weird to me that they're going to make this free for basically anybody using Android 8.0 or higher or iOS 15 or newer for nothing. I mean, this isn't even part of a Google One subscription. Like, the only real caveat is when it comes to Magic Editor, I believe you can only do like 10 times. It's either 8 or 10. But yeah, if you aren't a Google Pixel owner, there's a limitation. You can only do like, I think it's 10 of them a month or something like that. Yeah, so you get 10 Magic Editor saves per month. So that's not a lot. So maybe it's like give you a taste of the good life, and then you want to go get a Pixel. But if you have a Pixel phone, you get unlimited. So it doesn't matter Pixel 6, Pixel 7, Pixel 8, whatever. If you have a Pixel phone and it is capable and meets those minimum requirements, which that's pretty much just about any Pixel phone, I think. And this is a really, really weird update too, because this is going to breathe life retroactively into some other Pixel phones that are no longer supported but happen to have Android 8.0 or higher. So that'll be interesting to see exactly. I don't know how many of them support 8.0 or higher, but I think there's quite a few that do. So we're on Android 14 now, for Pete's sake. So basically like 7 years ago. So that's interesting. But yeah, I saw that today and I'm like, man, this is crazy that they're giving away all of these features. And yeah, you don't have to have a Pixel 8. You don't have to have a Pixel 7. You could have an iPhone 15, iPhone 14, S23, S22, S24, whatever. So this actually even makes a lot of these other smart features or smartphones like the Samsung Galaxy series even smarter, because not only do they have the Samsung AI stuff, but now they get some of these additional things if you use the Google Photos app. So my only guess here, maybe they're trying to use this to build more content for their algorithm, because Google's always trying to find ways to skim more information from people, and Google is the king of data. So if they can get all that data, maybe they can use that to build out better services and things like that. But it's just interesting because so many of these features have been Pixel exclusives. Even some of the Pixels didn't have access to these features. And now all of a sudden, iPhone, Samsung, shoot, if you got an LG phone, there's LG phones the last couple of years that are 3, 4, 5 years old that'll be able to take advantage of this. So very interesting decision by Google. I would have never guessed that they would have done this, but I guess they want to give as many of these smart features out to people for free. They'll get at least people tied into Google Photos, because you do have to use Google Photos to do it. So it's not really a phone exclusive thing. It's an app exclusive thing. And again, you get 10 free edits a month. I don't know how many people edit a lot of video, edit a lot of photos, but hey, maybe you might need more than that. Maybe you might want to switch over to a Pixel phone, but it's a lot of neat features. And like I said, it's a whole list here. I'll read it off one more time. So no subscription required either. So Google Photos users, full set of features that become available: Magic Eraser, Photo Unblur, Sky Suggestions, Color Pop, HDR effect for photos and videos, Portrait Blur, Portrait Light, Cinematic Photos, and Styles in the Collage Editor and Video Effects. And also, it raises another question, because like Magic Eraser was previously part of the Google One subscription. You had to pay for that. I guess they're just going to make everything free now. So it'll be interesting to see how this rolls out. Again, this is going to start rolling out on May 15. And again, those requirements are pretty darn low. Like, there's a pretty low threshold to get in to use a lot of this stuff. So that really is kind of unprecedented, especially because Google has kept so many of these AI features close to the vest for a long time. And like I said, some of the even previous devices didn't get them, even though they were Tensor devices. So it's very interesting to see this, but it also raises another question. What's the point of buying a Pixel phone and getting a Tensor chip if you can get any phone you want and get access to these Google features? Like, what happens if we take a look at this another year or two down the road, and then they expand and give out even more AI features, right? So one of the biggest things with the Tensor, with the Pixel phones, is you're supposed to get these cool features that nobody else gets, and that's the whole point of the Tensor. The Tensor is supposed to be designed to run these, like specifically designed to run a lot of these features and AI things, and now we're seeing them just hand out a ton of them. And I told them, I didn't tell them. I made a video, and I told Google in the video that I thought they were making a big mistake by opening this up and giving out stuff with the Google One subscription earlier, and now they're just giving them away for free. Like, not even a subscription basis. I could understand maybe a little bit more if they were charging $5.99 a month, $7.99, $9.99, anything like that. Like, any of that stuff would have made a lot more sense, because at least they're monetizing it and making money off of it. So the only thing I can think of is the two reasons they're doing this is to get the features out there even more, so that way they can lock down some of this stuff and make people to where they're dependent on Google Photos for forever, or two, it's so they can mine data from people, so that way they can use that for whatever their purposes they want to, sell off something, make money, use it for their algorithm purposes. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like Google, just out of the kindness of their heart, would go ahead and do this without having some ulterior motive. Kind of like with the Teslas right now, some of them getting free full self-driving beta, or at least full self-driving assist is what they call it now. So yeah, they'll give that to people for a month. I'm sure they're using it for some mass testing, but at the same point in time, they want people to try it out, so then they'll want to pay for the service. So maybe they think if they give out these free features, maybe it will entice more people to move over and get a Pixel phone. I don't know. But at the same time, I mean, I'm happy for people. Like, I'm glad that folks are getting these features for free, but it just makes me wonder what Google's business model is here if they're giving away all the milk and you don't have to buy the cow. Like, they're just giving away the milk for free. Like, here, take it. Have all the free stuff you want. And like I said, a lot of these features were exclusive to the Pixel phone. So I don't know. Enjoy it. Like, once May 15th gets here, we can rehash this and go back and see how great it's working for everybody. And, well, we'll see how quickly people hit that limit for 10 photo unblur, like 10 photo edits. But I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts and feelings are in the comment section. Mine are kind of mixed on it. I really am kind of wondering what Google's doing here, but I'm pro-consumer, so I'm glad the consumers are getting it. So that's all I got. Just wanted to get that out there and let you know. This is going to start rolling out May 15th. And yeah, I can even go put this on my BlackBerry. It's got Android 8.1. So I'll test it out whenever we get there. Anyway, that's all I got in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, if you found this helpful, if you like the Google Pixel content, you're in the right place. Hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.